The COVID-19 variant has sparked an alarm across the globe. Countries have already started imposing travel ban. To not slip into a crisis yet again, let's tell you what steps nations are taking. EU officials have urged all 27 nations in the bloc to restrict travel from South Africa. So far, members have only announced flight suspensions. This includes Czech Republic, Germany, Italy and the Netherlands. The Philippines has also suspended flights from South Africa. Canada, Saudi Arabia and Cyprus are some of the latest countries to restrict travel from South Africa. Japan will require a 10-day quarantine period for travelers. The UAE, Jordan and Morocco have also banned flights from the region. The United States has followed a similar path. The country has barred entry to most travelers from 8 Southern African countries starting on Monday. This includes South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Lesotho, Eswatini, Mozambique and Malawi. Meanwhile, Dutch health authorities have been alarmed as 61 travelers who arrived in Amsterdam from South Africa tested positive for COVID-19. Tests are being conducted to check if any infection is related to the recently discovered Omicron variant. Passengers who recently arrived in the Netherlands came from Cape Town and Johannesburg. As the COVID-19 cases rise, the Dutch government has announced nighttime closure of bars and restaurants. Australia too has imposed new restrictions on people who have recently been to Southern African countries.
The Australian government will be implementing additional effective immediately. Anyone who is not a citizen of Australia or their dependents and who has been in African countries where the Omicron variant has been detected and spread within the past 14 days will not be able to enter Australia. These countries are South Africa, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Lesotho, Eswatini, the Seychelles, Malawi and Mozambique.
Thailand says it would ban the entry of people travelling from 8 African countries in high-risk category. South Africa has called the global rush to impose travel restrictions as a draconian step.
The reaction of some of countries in terms of imposing travel bans and such measures are completely against the norms and standards as guided by the World Health Organization. The UK simply went ahead and imposed the restrictions without even engaging us. So that was basically a unilateral action.
The European Medicines Agency says that it is premature to talk about modifying current vaccines to target the new variant. BioNTech and Pfizer have said that they are studying the variant. Data is expected in 2 weeks. Moderna says it will develop a booster specific to the new variant. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also been briefed about the new variant. It is still being discussed whether the country will impose any travel ban. But meanwhile, utmost caution needs to be maintained. Well, for more on this, our correspondent Carlden Ongmu is joining us live from Johannesburg for more updates on this story. Carlden, the pace at which the countries halted travel to South Africa and adjoining 6 countries is phenomenal. How is South Africa reacting to this?
By now, I think all the countries around the world have learned their lessons. We have seen over the past 1 year how every country is for their own. So definitely South Africans are not happy about it. Ordinary citizens have expressed their disappointment on social media. Health Minister of the country on Friday also did not hold back in expressing his disappointment, saying that the global reaction to South Africa announcing the detection of this new variant is unjustified. He said that the country should be working with one another instead of fighting, and also we have to fight this virus together and not play witch hunt and blame game. He also went on to explain that mutations happen, and it was in the best interest of everyone to report about it, but this shouldn't be a reason why South Africa should be discriminated. However, if I may add, these travel restrictions imposed in Southern African region is already starting to have an impact. For instance, some of the international sporting events like the rugby and golf, where South Africans are taking part, had to be cancelled or postponed. So definitely a huge disappointment.
Kalden Ongmo, thank you very much for that. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.